Okay, so let's talk about Firebase.Studio. Again, this thing is incredibly exciting. However, in today's video, we are not going to be making a to-do app, right? Instead, we're going to be doing something much more complicated. I'm going to attempt to build an app idea that I had a few weeks ago. Now, if you don't know, I am an ex-language teacher in English. I've taught all the way up to C2, which if you don't know means native level. So I've taught people I've taught non-native English speakers to learn native level English, right? Which is not very easy. I will tell you right now, it's actually very, very difficult to do. I was the only one in the entire school that was capable of teaching at a C2 level. It's not easy, okay? However, I had an idea for an app. So idea for an app. The idea is that you can book 15 minutes with a native language teacher for conversation classes for $5, right? Now, someone's probably going to steal this idea. I personally think this is an amazing idea, and I'm going to talk a little bit about why I think it's a good idea. And then we're going to try and make an MVP using Firebase. So the reason I think this is such a good idea is because in most students' teachings, the one thing that's missing, right, is conversation with a native language speaker, right? Teacher is a bad word. I don't think it should be just teachers. I think it should just be people who, speak that language at a native level. You don't need to be a teacher to be able to do this, right? Also, I think this is a good idea because if it's a 15-minute slot, right, $5 is not a lot per week, right, or per day for a student, right? So it's $150 a month to have daily conversation classes with a native speaker. And if you didn't know, that would help you learn your language much, much more easily if you're having a native level conversation or a conversation with a native level speaker. Okay, so that would really, really help your level of language learning. Also, the teacher or the speaker gets to do 4 per hour. So 4 times 5 equals $20. So both people are winning. The learner gets a cheap lesson and the teacher gets paid $20 an hour, which is, standard across the United States. It's standard across Europe. Like in Italy, this is 3 to 4 times the kind of normal wage that you'd get, right? And there are a lot of people who want to learn Italian. I'm not just restricting this to English, okay? So that's the app idea. Let's see if we can turn this into something using Firebase. Okay, so make me a React Native app for language learning. The idea is that a student has one login and a teacher has another login. Both have profiles, both have languages. They want to learn. The idea is the student can book the teacher for a 15-minute chat in order to learn that language, paying $5. The app will take 20% is too high, 12.5% of every transaction, right? To be honest with you, 20% is kind of the normal. It's called finder's fee. But I've always hated 20%, so I'll just do 12.5% because I'm not a complete arsehole. The app will, so actually they're making more like $18.50 or something per hour or $17.50 per hour, which is still really good, right? Obviously it's not like crazy. It's not like, oh my God, I'm making $17.50 an hour if you're in America. But like, I'm pretty sure at least a lot of students and things would be like, oh, I can make $17.50 just by chatting online. I mean, that's great. Okay, so the app will take 12% of every transaction, use Firebase as the storage and also OAuth, question mark, if that's possible. It should be a video or audio chat depending on what the user wants. We could even make it cost a little bit more. A video chat is $6 for 15 minutes and an audio only chat is $5. Does that make sense? maybe. I just want to know how this. I want to know how this goes. So I'm just going to press enter here. We're going to see. Okay, out of capacity, fantastic. Okay, so because that's out of capacity, we'll use this instead. So this is going to be language learning app, and we'll use Expo Go. Press create here. Now, if you're curious about what I'm doing here and you're not fully aware of the latest updates on AI, or you just want a little bit more help, like I said before, I'm an ex-language teacher. I know what I'm doing when it comes to creating courses, designing courses. This course here specifically is for people who don't know much about programming, or even if they do know a bit about programming, they want to work on their programming, make it better, right? This is from the perspective of someone who learned programming, or I'm not really a programmer, but learned programming through AI, right? I would say I understand this stuff pretty well at this point, and I've basically put all of this into my Skool. There's also an SEO course. There will soon be a backlinking course on here as well. It'll be the first link in the description. It's really, really active. People are really enjoying it. Definitely feel free to check it out. We have weekly coffee and chat for an hour every Wednesday as well. And yeah, it'll be the first link in the description. Definitely check it out, guys. Okay, so this time I actually got inside this system, right? So this is pretty cool. Okay, here's a plan, okay, etc., etc. Colors, user authentication, booking system, video chat, payment processing, AI powered speaker matching. I did not ask for any AI, but that's fine. Sure. Prototype this app. If this can even get close to what it just gave me, this is fucked, honestly, if it can get even close to this. I'm going to assume it can't, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to guess there's a lot of problems here, etc., etc. But I wonder what model this is using. If this is using 2.5 Pro, this could be amazing. I might even make another video about this where I use Klein or whatever to actually build this, or maybe even Augment Code just to compare. I am planning on making this app. Obviously, if you want, you can steal the idea. I would really rather you don't, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so I put my API key there. Let's see, get started. Let's see if any of this works. I guess not. Okay. Sign up. Make an account. That's not gonna, surely that's not gonna work, right? Okay, so, I mean, I have not been coding for very long. I've always had problems with OAuth and things like that. I've never used Firebase before. Let's just see if this works. So it still says error, auth configuration not found. So this is pretty cool. If you, when you're on the prototyper, if you then press the button up here that says go to code and then switch to Gemini, right? So I'm using Gemini 2.5 experimental. I'm just going to say do that again with, okay, well, I'll just say update file for now. Okay, so take me there. Let's see if this works. And then, yeah, I'm just going to put the model here. So you just go to custom model ID and then set this model here. So, and then we'll just resend this. And then now it's using 2.5 preview to fix my prototype, right? So you prototype something and then you fix it with Gemini 2.5 Pro. Okay, so I've just put my secret in here. Let's see if this works now. Oh, right, you'd think that this would just be turned on, but I guess not. Okay, so I'm now activating OAuth, which again, you would have thought that this would just be turned on automatically. It's Firebase. I think this will probably solve the problem. This is probably the only, this was basically the issue. So at least I know that for next time and I won't waste my time. Now let's just open this up here. Open this up in a new tab. Now I'm guessing this will work now. Nope. Oh, unauthorized domain. Okay, so it's a different different issue at least. Okay, let's see if this, I've just added that to our domain list. A bit of a ridiculous domain to add to the list, but there you go. Okay, so that was actually a very, very easy process. The thing that took a lot of time was setting up Firebase for the first time. However, I've now done that. So I should be able to sign in here with OAuth, which is pretty cool. This is the first time I'm ever logging in using OAuth on Firebase instead of using a different system. Okay, look guys, I've been working on this for like an hour now. I wanted this to be good. I wanted this to blow people away. I would say if you're trying to learn Firebase, this is good. If you're just getting started with OAuth, this is good. I'm going to be really honest. I think Augment Code would actually do a better job than this, to be frank, right? I think this will be good. They're obviously going to put a lot more resources into this. It was overloaded earlier, which means a lot of people are using this, right? However, right now in its current state, I wouldn't say it was quite there. I would probably use Augment Code, to be honest with you. I was hoping that this would be like, oh my God, this is insane. Wow. They're cooking. They're cooking, but it's still in the oven, right? It's not, they shouldn't have taken it out of the oven just yet, I wouldn't say. Or if they're going to take it out of the oven now, they better get it back in that bloody oven right now and get it nice and hot and sizzling. Because right now it's probably like a 3 out of 10. I'd probably still rather use bolt.new or bolt free or, you know, whatever, right? It's close, no cigar. I wouldn't say it was insane just yet. This has been a totally unbiased review. Like I said, I did want this to be really, really good, but it's not there. It's not there yet. I'm going to try and do the same thing with Augment Code. I have given you an amazing app idea. Please don't steal it though. Thanks for watching. If you're watching all the way to the end of the video, you're an absolute legend. And I'll see you in the next one where I'm going to make this app with Augment Code. Peace out.